Hey, what's up, everybody? Son of Mel Balzer here. Thank you for coming back to my channel, assuming you've ever been here before, because as I always say, I'm pretty damn irrelevant. But anyway, I made a video when I first got the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Liu Kang action figure, and I said that if you cut the shirt off, the bottom torso looks a little wonky. And it does. I even tried it with mine. Don't like it. I saw a video where a guy stretched the ad. It just doesn't look right to me. Also, Liu Kang is a little too beefy. When I think of Liu Kang, I think it's because I remember Liu Kang specifically from the older games, which I'm more likely to play most of the time in Mortal Kombat Trilogy on PlayStation or Super Nintendo, depending on which version you have. I wanted a skinnier look. The ab crunch wasn't much. The vest limited the butterfly joints a lot. So what I did was I used a Jakks Pacific UFC BJ Penn figure, and the reason I chose BJ Penn was, one, it was the body type I wanted, and two, the skin tone matches perfectly. I mean, just couldn't have asked for better. Now I was able to use hot water to remove the gauntlets from the McFarlane Liu Kang, as well as the ball joints to keep the wrist swivel, and to be able to switch the hands out, and I'll show that in a little while. I just want to do a quick rotation here because it looks really good. I think this is a much better body type for Liu Kang. I know he's a little beefier in the new games than he was in the old ones, but I don't want a beefy Liu Kang personally. I want him like this. You know, the pants are good and baggy still, and I think it turned out really well. I mean, I know, some people are okay with just cutting the jacket off of the regular release, and that's fine. To each his own. It's just me personally. I'm such a Mortal Kombat fan, a Mortal Kombat nerd, that I had to have it the way I picture it in my head. Now, let's get him off of here. Okay. The ab crunch is a lot better. A lot better movement. Okay? A lot better movement. I mean, it's still not fantastic, but it's so much better than what was there. These butterfly joints are great. I mean, the UFC figures had awesome articulation, and because of this, I chose that body because they were the same scale. They're in like a 7.5 inch scale, just like the McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures. Now, as I said, if you look here, I can still switch the hands. Now, sometimes this one comes out actually at the wrist joint, which is not really that big of a deal, but I can still see it still comes out the wrist joint. It took a long time to figure out how to pop this thing out of the actual McFarlane one, and the gauntlets actually slid right off of the McFarlane version with some hot water. Apply some heat. I mean, I think it had a few dabs of glue in there, but nothing that kept me from being able to get it off. Now, okay, this long peg, the bigger peg, goes into the wrist. Boom. I actually have another set of gauntlets coming that looks more like the Mortal Kombat 2 gauntlets, where it was just like black with little spikes all over it. They're going to need some modification, but it's not a big deal. They came from a WWE Demolition Axe figure, I believe. And I may just use them for a custom Johnny Cage. I can't decide if I want to do a custom MK1 or MK2 Johnny Cage. I'll probably do MK2 because that, he looks about the same in MK2 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. He looked awesome in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. But yeah, as you can see, I can still switch the hands out. There you go. The only thing I sacrificed at all in the customization, because there's still, I actually was able to get it to fit the ball joint there. So there's still all that. And I mean, look, ab crunch, look at that. Still, it's a little tight turn there at the hips, but it's fine. The only thing I sacrificed, it's not really bothering me too much, and the reason the reason it doesn't bother me is because the butterfly joint is really good. But I did sacrifice double jointed elbows, but I have a second Liu Kang coming. I had to destroy the arms to get the gauntlets off, basically, but and I'd also done some painting on trying to get skin tones right on another body. Long story. But I may use the arms and just pop these off at this joint, because they will pop off. I've tried with warm water. And I may just completely replace the arm from the bicep down with the second McFarlane Liu Kang I'm getting. It should be here like next week or the week after. And, you know, I may just have interchangeable arms and have like the MK2 gauntlets on these arms and have the McFarlane arms on it. You know, but overall, I'm really happy with this. You know, if you've seen the review, if you have this figure, if you've seen my other review, you know what the articulation is. I'm not going to bother going, you know, through with all that. I'm not going to showing all that. I don't know why I have the accessories here. I don't use the damn nunchucks or anything. I did take some pictures of him with the nunchuck, or a picture of him with the nunchuck. Sounds fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Nunchucks. But nunchucks. I took a picture with the nunchucks for my Instagram. Now what I'm going to do is something I don't do very often. I'm going to do some comparisons, but only to Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat and other McFarlane Mortal Kombat. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. As you can see here, I have next to the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Raiden and the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Johnny Cage. And as you can see, even with the new torso, he scales perfectly. He may even scale a little bit better. He is supposed to be slightly shorter than Johnny Cage, and he was about the same height with the original torso, so this actually works better. He's about the same height now, but he's not a little bit taller like he originally was. So I'm happy with it. Now we're going to compare him to Scorpion and Sub-Zero. We got the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Scorpion and the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Sub-Zero. Still scales very well with these, and I was a little concerned with the original release because he was a little taller than Scorpion, but as you can tell, he's about the same height now, and that is far more accurate. I don't think Liu Kang should be taller than Scorpion. Same height is fine. And he scales great with Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is just a tad taller than the two of them, which is fine. I think it should be that way. And now I'm going to compare him to the Storm Collectibles Raiden and the Storm Collectibles Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Scorpion, or the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive edition Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Scorpion, or as I like to call it, the Mortal Kombat Trilogy Scorpion. I actually haven't seen many reviews up for this specific version of this Scorpion figure, so if anyone wants to see a review of it, let me know. I'll get it done. So there he is compared to those two, and he does scale pretty well with them. From my angle where I'm sitting, it almost looks like he's a little taller than Scorpion, but no, I'm straight on with the camera. He looks fine. Yep, he looks good. Now we're going to compare him to the Storm Collectibles Original Release Clean version of Scorpion and the Storm Collectibles Original Release Clean version of Sub-Zero. And he actually is about maybe a half a head to a head taller than these two. I did notice that these two are not significantly, but a good bit shorter than the recent and current Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat releases. Doesn't bother me too much. They still work great for pictures. But yeah, now we're going to do one more comparison. We're going to compare him to the big baddie himself, the Storm Collectibles Goro, who, I mean, just is way off screen here. But you get the idea. I mean, Goro's supposed to be pretty big. He's a Shokan warrior. Of course he's going to be a lot bigger. I think this is actually perfect. This is how it should be. You should have little small Liu Kang versus gigantic, enormous Goro. So this actually works really well. I'm satisfied. I'm pleased with it. Speaking of which, let's just get a good look at Goro here. That's such a good looking figure, man. It's got some issues I don't particularly like. I wish the elbows had more range to it, but you know, I'm not an articulation Nazi, but for this particular character, I do wish it had a little better range. There's also that slight gap in the thigh there, but you know, I can overlook all that because I mainly just use mine for photographs and display, so not really a big issue for me, man. But this is a really nice figure. But this is not about Goro. This is about my updated, modified, customized Liu Kang. And I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. What do you guys think? Is this something you'd like to do? Also, what did you guys think of the Mortal Kombat movie trailer? Because I was just blown away by it. I cannot wait. I feel like a kid on Christmas again. It's a great feeling. I probably watched that trailer probably 20 or 25 times, to be honest with you. I'm really stoked about it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please, if you're brand new, please like and subscribe. I will leave my Instagram and my music page down in the description below. Please give me a follow and check out my music. And yeah, hit me up. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think of the custom? And if you are new and you have recently subscribed, thank you all for the comments and the likes and the subscribes. I really appreciate it. Hoping we can kind of get more videos out there. Thanks for watching. Peace.